What's up, Control Freaks? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing George Jabor's Azorius Control featuring the Narset Days Undoing combo. I am practicing for an RCQ, so hopefully we get some great matches, some tier 1 decks today. But I am stoked. Let's go over this deck list and then jump into some games. Thank you for watching. Of course, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let's get into this deck list. It's Azorius Control, so obviously we're going to be wanting to wrath the board. We're going to want to counter spells. We're going to want to kill all the creatures, do all the things. Let's get into the specific nitty-gritty of all these cards and get in some games. So at the 1-drop slot, we are playing Lay Down Arms as a 4 of. It is just the better option. If you watch the last episode of the Control Freak podcast, it'll be up there somewhere. Lay Down Arms is the better option in paper and on Moto. It has a better win percentage by a pretty substantial amount than the non-Lay Down Arms versions. Then we have March of Otherworldly Light. March of Otherworldly Light, of course, can hit creatures. It's instant speed. It can also hit artifacts and enchantments. Very good. And you can pitch other white spells. Moving on, we have the runt of the litter in removal spells, Faithful Absence. Nobody ever likes to play this, but you play a 1 of because it deals with Planeswalkers. Planeswalkers are very hard for us to deal with, so we play this anyway. You might be noticing already there is no Absorbs. That's right. George does not like Absorb. Instead, we're playing 3 main deck Change the Equations. This card does hit a surprisingly large amount of spells in the format. Of course, this is a brand new card from March of the Machines. It counters target spell mana value 2 or less, or counters target red or green spell with mana value 6 or less. So it covers a lot of ground, and it looks a lot better. It plays a lot better than it looks on paper, and it looks pretty good on paper. So that's saying a lot, right? Next up, we're playing the full playset of Make Disappear. This is the Mana Leak variant. Not quite as good as Mana Leak, but 2 mana casualty 1, which means you can sacrifice a creature to copy it. But you get to counter target spell unless they pay 2. So if you have a casualty, which you can generate with Wandering Emperor tokens or Emeria's Call tokens, or even Elspeth tokens, we are playing Elspeth main deck, a spicy number, you can make them pay 4. Oftentimes, they're not able to do that. Then we have the Days Undoing Narset combo. Narset says that your opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. We're going to hopefully cast Days Undoing on our turn. We're going to refill our hand completely, shuffle our graveyard into our deck. They are going to do the same, but unfortunately for them, they're only going to get to draw 1 card, and more often than not, this ends the game on the spot. So this combo, very good. Speaking with George, he said we got to do this more often than we did in Modern, which is super interesting to me. It actually surprised me. But when he explained it, it actually makes sense. Why? Because the creatures in Pioneer are just not as good. So you're able to keep Narset on the battlefield. There's no Ragavans, and there's less ways to get rid of Narset. She's much more sticky in Pioneer, so that makes sense. After he explained that, I was like, okay, that makes sense. So this combo, very potent, and if you ever get to do it, as long as you're not, terribly behind on board, you almost win the game on the spot. So this is why we're trying this. Again, this is only day 1 of testing, so we'll see how we like this deck. This is quite a bit of a change from my previous list where I've been playing. There's, as you can see, no Kahira in this list. So we are switching it up quite a bit. Moving on to the 4-drop slots, though, we do have the Wandering Emperor. This card revolutionized this deck, gave it so much more reach and a quicker clock, and just this card has really changed the game for Azorius Control and Pioneer. Moving on, we've got 2 Supreme Verdicts. Because we have Lay Down Arms, such a great spot removal, you don't need 3. That's kind of where we're coming when we're only playing 2. Next up, we've got Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, the face that runs the place, the reason you play the deck. Very, very good, very, very strong. My favorite card in Magic right now, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Then we've got in the 6 and up spots, we've got Elspeth, Sun's Champion. Excellent against Rakdos. You slam this, and if you get to ever untap with Elspeth, you basically win the game on the spot. So I'm super stoked for Elspeth, Sun's Champion, to play it in the main deck. Then we got Farewell. Of course, this is a pseudo board wipe, and kind of the reason we can trim on Supreme Verdicts. But it exiles, which is so much better. Granted, it is 2 more mana, but it can hit enchantments, creatures, and graveyards. Very good. And then we are playing the full playset of Shark Typhoon. This card is great in almost every matchup, honestly. It pressures troublesome planeswalkers. It blocks against spirits and other decks that are sticky like rogues and things like that. So this card's very good right now. Rogues is on the uptick, despite the jabroni that said that my best performing video in a long time, which was that Dimir Rogues build, was a bad deck and a tier 4 deck. It is not. It is quickly becoming one of the better decks in the format. And then we have Amiria's Call, which kind of obviously counts as our 26th land, but Amiria's Call, create 2 4/4s, and creatures you control gain indestructible until the end of your next turn. So Amiria's Call is great. You can of course shock it in, or rather bolt it in, and you don't miss your 4th land drop as much. And you can find it off of Narset. So a sneaky way to find lands off of Narset. Because obviously she can't do that normally. Next up, I have these situated by what they kind of do. So we'll take a look at, well, the white cards. But Rest in Peace, of course, good against Greasefang. Good against Mono Green. And then we have Temporary Lockdown. Temporary Lockdown, good against any aggro deck. Mono White Humans, pretty decent against Rakdos, especially if they're on the Kroxa heavy build. Those are a little less popular nowadays, but still, if you see multiple Kroxas, it might be worth it to bring Lockdown in. Next up, we have the Permission and Counter Magic. We've got 3 Mystical Disputes. Comes in against Mono Green. Comes in against, obviously, any blue deck. Spirits, the Mirror, anything like that. Summary Dismissal, we all know what that's for. Lotus Field. Dovin's Veto. Again, this comes in against the Mirror. Next up, we are trading in our cats for Angels. Angels and Dream Trawler. Excuse me. So, Dream Trawler is great. It comes in against any mid-range deck. As long as you don't see Sheoldred's Edict or Liliana. This card's great. Then we have Lyra, Baneslayer, and Starnheim. So that's the deck list. Again, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let's jump into some games. Thanks for watching. Alrighty, here we go. This week is gonna be awesome. I'm on vacation doing 6 Magic events in the next 8 days. Holy smokes, dude. That is awesome. That is incredible. This hand is fine, yeah. They got a Karuga, so they're gonna be like kind of a slower deck, I would assume. All right, there we go. Pass back. Play Hall. And pass back. So, changing the equation probably going to be pretty decent in this matchup. Naganjo for our opponent. We'll play the other farmland. Pass back. They shock us. That's fine. Sacred Foundry. Shocked. Karuga to hand. We'd love to hit a land here. That's pretty decent too, I guess. We can cycle Shark Typhoon. Karuga does cost 5. So this fires? Oh, Bone Crusher. We'll change the equation. That way we don't have to take 2 off of it. We're going to cycle here. All right. Ooh, Narset. Nice. Well, I suppose when in Rome. When in Rome, you play the Teferi, right? Upsy daisies. Landline binding, sure. Another Hallowed Fountain, okay. So, what the heck? There we go. We'll just do that. That's fine. All right. Skyclave, sure. That is perfectly fine. Let's see. Can they do they have another binding? We'll just pass. Pass back. Yo, Jab Jabber, what's up? Thank you. Yeah. I'm liking it so far, my friend. I'm liking it so far. We are in game 1. But, I mean, it's a control deck. I'll like it. You can give me a control deck with, you know, some blue and white cards that aren't even good, and I'll still probably like it, whether I win or lose, but... Fable Passage Crack. Yeah, so true, right? I got Mountain. It's Karuga. Ooh, Fires. Yeah. Okay. Well, they can play that and then play Karuga. We can Verdict. That's going to resolve. It is a thing. All right, let's see. Wandering Emperor. Okay. So we could Verdict Tuck the Fires. Conversely, we could uptick Teferi, lay down arms the Karuga. Yeah, I think that's what we're probably here to do. I have enough, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's draw first. Change the equation. All right. Okay, we can play Narset here. Still have change equation up. We uptick Teferi, so we'll have Wandering Emperor if we need it. Ooh. I like that. They know what's happening. The jig is up. I don't know if what I did there was correct, but it's what we decided to do. We got to change the equation. That has a little protection. I play Jeskai Triumph. Leyline of Binding. I assume this is going to hit. Yeah, it's going to hit Narset. We're going to Emperor. We're going to exile because I don't want him to have any kind of removal, like a Fatal Push or anything. Touch the Spirit Realm. Disgust. Gross. Absolutely disgusting. All right, we're still not in a terrible position. All right, they knew what was about to happen. We're about to Days Undoing them. They scoop it up. Days Undoing plus Narset. Pretty good, I guess. All right, we're playing against Karuga Fires. I have no idea how to sideboard against this, I'll be honest. I have no honest. Oh, you got the... Dude, that's a sick... oh, my God. A doggo? Is that your doggo? With the Days Undoing? Jabs. How do I sideboard in this matchup? I have no idea. That is so cool. Cute dog, too. He's, like, smiling. That's awesome. Let's see. I have no idea. Well, I feel like Dispute's pretty good. It hits, like, all of their hits. Kruger Fires fights by getting big critters out. You want board wipes as a priority. I think I agree with that. Yeah. I agree with that, my friend. Veto? Is Veto good? Incarnation? They played the little white thing that blinked Skyclave. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but... Two Veto, one to Missile, two Starnheim. No disputes, you say. Okay. I'm going to take your word for it. This is your deck. All right, what are we cutting here? Make Disappear seems not great, mostly because they have fires. Granted, it does tag fires before it comes down. I like all our Planeswalkers, I think. Take out Laydown Arms. Take out Laydown Arms and one Make Disappear. I'm going to run it like this. I don't know if this is 100% correct, but this is how we're going to do it. We've got 30 seconds left. Seems fine. Awesome. Thank you. You the man. All righty, here we go. Game 2, up a game against Karuga Fires. We have some sideboard cards here. We have one half of our combo, so we're going to keep. Pop that out so I don't forget. The Sion seems decent. I think we lead with Farmland. All right. They start off with Jeskai Triumph. All right, pass back. First couple turns in this matchup are you know, kind of draw land go. So it's very similar to the control matchup in that aspect. Obviously, they're not a control deck. We got the combo, baby. I'm gonna play this for now, and we can decide if we want to shock next turn with Narset. But we could tag a ooh, they don't have anything. I think I want to cycle this only because we just need lands. Oh my gosh. You posted it. Dude, well, yeah. I hope you understand why I left. For the rest of the league? Nice. I'm going to just jam this. We really need a land, so I'm thinking about taking Shark Typhoon here. I'm going to change the equation against my better judgment. Dude, if you would ship that to me, I would eternally grateful. I'm digging this so far. People just can't beat Days Undoing plus. Line binding, sure. Discord it to me. You the man. I always think I over sideboard for like every matchup, so it's probably my biggest blunder. Come on, land. Should have took the Shark Typhoon. We'll have to pass, unfortunately. We got 8 in hand. I think we're supposed to just discard a Wandering Emperor here. Unfortunately. Alright, that's fine. Thank you so much. You are an absolute legend. Alright, come on, land. Come on, land. Sheesh. Well. That hurts. Karuga to hand for our opponent. Jeez. All right, make disappear that. They've got almost a full grip, though. We just need to draw 1 land. Do we have enough to actually hit this? Let's see, it's 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That's hilarious. Kinrith the Returned. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could Fateful Absence here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. They're gonna have another one. 1,000% they're gonna have another one. So we run the risk if we don't plus here that we just screw it. Let's do it. We didn't come here to not cast Days Undoing in Narset. Ah, I knew it! Oh, God, we're in a world of hurt here. All right, things have gone sideways long enough. I'm gonna just go to the game 3. We're on the play. We'll resubmit. That's funny. That's how it goes sometimes. We got stuck on 3 lands for 6 turns, I think. Let's pop out there, Karuga. Thanks everybody for joining me today. The Control Freak podcast will be up at 11 a.m. Central. So that's in about 2 hours, less than 2 hours. We'll keep this. But yeah, the podcast will be out soon. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's already out. Go check it out. George Jabor was on talking about this deck, actually. So, and a lot of Modern talk. So it was a blast. He was a great guest. I don't know if you're still here, George, but thanks for hanging out and sharing your insights. I'm 40% there on getting you. Heck yeah. Hey, I'm just saying, if you subscribe to the Patreon at the highest tier, you get one free deck tech, and I play it every month. Just saying. You support the channel so much, don't feel obligated, but I'm just saying. Oh, nice. I appreciate that. The pressure is on. I assume they play counter. Yeah, they play counter magic. Don't mess up. Oh, I love it. All right, we'll pass back. We got Summary Dismissal and Change Equation in hand. We've even got a Myriad's Call that we might be able to cast at some point. Karuga to hand. That's what that little blip was. And they pass back. All right, we'll hide that or foretell it. Like a Nova can. Kiki Jiki. Change equation. They thought about that. I think they have a counterspell. By Jove. All right, we'll pass back. Playing a Mira tapped. All right, we got 2 angels. We are effectively shields down here. They have a Karuga in hand we know about. So, just kidding. What are they doing? How hard is it to cast a spell, opponent? After all that. All right, here we go. Maybe now. All right. All right. Well, we'll attack for 4. Is this single angel going to take us home? Take us to the promised land. Maybe. The clamps are tightening, that's for sure. It's an O-ring with channel. Let's attack first. Yeah, we'll attack first. I don't think they have any spot removal left in their deck, but if they do, let them tap it. Tap their mana. And they scoop it up. That's the match. Game 1. Go. Or match 1, rather. Goes to the home team. Can't hang with the Angels and Teferis, baby. Heck yeah. Here's the deck list for those inquiring. This is George Jabours. That was a good match. Yeah. I enjoyed it. Hope y'all did too. Hope you guys did too. Karuga fires. A fire inside. Overall, though, I like this deck. Days Undoing plus Narset is just GG's.